Alrighty gang, back again with a new video, and in this video we'll be going over the Shatter Tank, doing a little update on the build and the guide that I posted recently. And yeah, we'll be going over the POB2 stuff and the actual class and nodes that I picked and chose and stuff, and why I switched up some of the stuff and all that. But yeah, let's get right into this and go over this. Where's my POV? Arg, there's the POV. It ran away from me. Alrighty, let's go over what I picked here first in the actual build for so far at a what? Level 61. So right now I went into this here for the block, the mana. As we did here, we went there for that. And we didn't grab this, but we didn't grab this, which we need to grab the build up here off of that. And then grab the body armor stuff. Eventually, I just haven't grabbed that yet. Grabbed other stuff in its place for now, but we're gonna definitely grab into that. And to furthermore, hold on, let me pull down here. To go here, we grabbed this. We swapped out a lot of the active block, like the stuff that says you have to actively block to use it. And then we took off these 3 nodes here because I noticed that like I could definitely spend points in other place. Hold on. In other places like where is it? Like here, which I could get this, which is gives me regen, gives me more regen, which we're gonna grab this. %1 of strength requirements from boots, gloves, and helmets also added to armor. Which that too is what we're gonna grab. We're gonna grab that and then grab into these here. Hit those top nodes. Nothing else though, but like also we're definitely gonna grab into some other stuff, like which a lot of this changed. Yep, a lot of this changed. Now that we look at the build, a lot of it has changed. Yeah, from this to grabbing the life, like coming all the way out here to grab this. You could put this point here somewhere, but a lot of it's been changed. Because we're gonna grab into this and then into that for more stun, and then we're gonna grab the stun one. Where is it? Grab into the stun stuff elsewhere on the map and stuff, but like, you know, pretty much what we're doing with this build now is like a huge flip over from, like, you know, expanding out, like I said, expanding out to here. Yeah, we're not expanding out to here. That's like what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10 points. 10 points that can go here over the block, which is active blocking, can go somewhere else and stuff. And then you got points that can go on other sides of this tree and stuff, which is better, but like, you know, that's pretty much like the changes I have from this But what I'm definitely gonna grab, but like enough with like the actual tree changes and what we changed from it. But to go further in depth on like what I want to change to for the build is like I see like, you know, I'm definitely low life, so like I'm seeing like grab the 25% cooped as life, grab the 150% of strength requirements from all the other armor is gonna be grabbed. Then we're gonna grab into these, grab those like I said earlier, and then grab this as per usual, like we showed on the tree. And then we might be able to actually grab some of the life from max and low. 40, grab this. Which is definitely good, 25% while on low, which we shouldn't be ever be on low, but if we ever get low, we'll get that boost in stuff. And then you grabbing like your regular ship. Def grabbing this out. Be a good one. Because we still need the brutality. So we grab this. We get the brutality. We get in 15, 12. Wait, is that 15, 12, 12, 12? Into this, right? Which is also pretty good and stuff. And then we'll grab into... where's the stun ones? There's another stun one. Yeah, this here. 50% max life to increase stun threshold for each time you've been hit recently. Not a one. No, it's not the one we're looking for. Grab into this for the stun build up on the build. Stun build up. And that gives us more strength. Grab all this up into that. Gives us a lot more stun build up so we can hit our stuns better. 30% stun to enemies. Grab into like when I built this and I started playing this, I noticed the build runs good, but it could run better if I, you know, balance out that shit. Like this shit's like unbalanced and stuff, right? But like grab out into that, and then we grab out into this here for the 16 melee damage off of this. Stun build up, stun build up, stun build up. Into that. It high build, so it helps you build up stun, right? So our whole objective here is to build up stun faster. Yeah. Pretty much, right? Build up stun as fast as possible. And then we plop the rest into life gain, regen, and all that, and then we're good, right? That's pretty much like the main change-ups on the build we've got so far. And then where we can get extra life. So for instance, like I want to go with life. Life regen. Get your life regens where we can. This one here is not what we're gonna pick up because that's the that's gonna give us allies. Grab a little bit of that. And then, like, you know, grab your life regens where we can. Like, the closest links. Life regen. Grab our, 35 increased life leech. Leech life 7% slower. What is that? A 3% increased max. 5% chance for slam skills used to cause aftershock. Like, aftershock is something like, you know, I wanted this build to be straight, just stun and, basically, like, your shield's your main defense. Which, you know, with picking up a lot of these nodes, it cuts off a lot of the stuff we can rope ourselves into. Because there's so many, like this here. 4% increased attack per 75 armor and invasion rating on an equipped shield. Recovery and stuff, yeah, but like we're losing a lot of like damage because we're picking up more defensive skills. So like the build, I've noticed the build is a bit slower, but I last long time and stuff. So for like the gear we have on right now, we have the morbid burst, which I've crafted on another video, which it's pretty good. It's doing what it needs to. I have the grants 2 life per an enemy hit, which is nice. These here are definitely good. Now I found the one I needed with the melee skill, 2 to 1 or 2 whatever it is to melee skills, and it is expensive. It's an annulment orb for it, but yeah, it definitely helps the build because we're getting 37 life per enemy killed, 25 mana per enemy killed, so that is great. Boots we're running right now are these insane lightning resist boots that just have a shit ton of lightning resist on them, and we're wearing these for now. Level 39 or 61. Run the Venopuncture ring like we've been running. Runs smooth, nice, love it. Like the build is not supposed to gun for all the bleed skills, all the bleed passives, but like if we can hit, like, you know, if we can hit for physical, then why not just put bleed where we can and then run bleed on our weapons and all that, and then run a little bit of the Venture's puncturing on here. And that's what I did, and that was in the build. And then we're like running the Ardier's tusks, which is definitely gonna be switched out for, where is it? It's in the 4, right? Right here. There it is. It's yeah, right here. We're gonna be running this at level 70, which is 2,138. You're not getting as much life, getting 27 life. Gear is expensive. We're late game. I mean, we're like late league. So yeah, gear's expensive. We get 11.2 life regenerate per second with the regenerate 1.73 of maximum life per second. A lot more regeneration. I just need that straight life gen to be higher and the life to be higher, and then we're good. It's not the 45 we're looking for on the Cult of Lightning, but as long as it gets us to our maxes, then we're good. But like, yeah, that's like pretty much what I've bought so far for the build. And as I level, get to the end game, plop that on, and we're good. Like, the whole objective is not to be able, is to be able to just sit there, take everything at face, and then slam that back at the enemy. And slam damage back at the enemy as we're just standing there, not having to really dodge much because we have such heavy defenses. Is the whole main idea of this build. And so far, it's doing its job because, like, what? We've got 69% physical reduction. we dropped it for these here have low. But yeah, we're just gonna push the armor on this build and then hit, and then 54 reduction. And then for our and then I was looking into more of the presences, because I went with the overwhelming presence because it gives enemies in your presence a 20% 1% reduced stun threshold, so it makes our build up even better. And then we go with the times of need, level 10, reservation, 30 spirit requires level 36. 11.1 second duration between each blessing. Blessing recovers 166 life and removes curses in no one's alignments. Extra recovery on us. Extra life regen, essentially. Recovers life here and there. Run the shield. Run the magnified area 2. The hemo crystals, nice. I've been liking the hemo crystals because it's extra explosion in the area. And then the skitter stones. Oh my god. They also help too when you get a room full of enemies and you just need a quick clear. If that. On the brutality too, which it's definitely given us the bone shatter with the impact shockwave. Been working nice. Bleed 1, need to get the bleed 2, need to get a level 5 gem, and then get the bleed. No, it's either 2 or 3. Just recalling 2 every 3 seconds. We're getting that extra damage in. And then we run the deep cuts for the extra magnitude of bleed. Well, without it, we're getting the 852, which is significant. And the rolling slam is there to set off the shield, which has the fist of the war on it. And then the stuns 3, so that it take that off. You're getting a lot more damage to take that off, but then that's giving us a 300% more stun buildup. So that's giving us the stun buildup we need to hit stuns faster on the giving it hemo crystals, so that we can definitely hit the hemo. I want to switch this out for the hemo crystals because we really don't need the hemo crystals on this one. So it's like finding the one that works the best. And then we run the I've been trying out the bramble slam, support slam skill support. Skill creates hazardous brambles on the ground that activate, basically maiming the enemy and then dealing damage at the same time. So far, like, you know, what we've been doing is just reworking the tree. I've been using the tree as is for the start, and it's been doing very good. Very nice build. I like it. I like this build so far. Just gotta learn to time things right, and then grab the higher regen. Life regen is what I need. Higher life regen, and just grab those where I can on the gear, and we should be good. We should be good with the gear and stuff and all that. But yeah. That's pretty much the update on the what is it, Boneshatter tank build. But yeah, pretty much the update. But if you have any tips, tricks, ideas to make this build even better, leave it down in the comment section below, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss out on a video. Peace out.